Hello everybody and welcome back to the video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and today, just less than 2 days ahead of their news comeback and newest album release, we are going to be doing a catching up on the series where I catch up on K-pop on 17 and their 4 most viewed music videos as voted by you, because earlier today, or actually like half a day ago, so I made a poll where I asked you guys which 4 17 music videos should I be reacting to in this catching up on: the first 4, the most recent 4 that I have not seen yet, or the 4 most viewed ones, and that one won by a large mile. I mean, at the end of the day, we will be checking on probably all of them either way, but for the very first one we are now going to be doing, that's been basically planned for now so long, we're going to be doing the 4 most viewed. Because yes, 17, a group that I've only heard good things about, and anytime I have checked them out, also only seeing good things. But now the thing is, I've only checked out 2 17 music videos, being 2 of the most recent ones, which is Rock With You and the pre-release single of the album that comes out on Friday, which is Dar plus Ing. And now, like mentioned, we have 4 music videos to go through over all the 4 most viewed ones, and that usually always means they're the best. They're the best of said group, you know, that usually checks out with many other groups as well, so I'm very excited for that. We're going through this though by chronological order, so we're not going by from the most viewed with the least to the most viewed. We still go through by how they were released back in the day. And the first one on our list is Very Nice. Very Nice. You know, and funnily enough, this is at that point they still uploaded this onto 2 different channels. I'm using the one from the 17 channel here right now, sitting on 102 million views, released on July 3rd, 2016. And on the other channel, it's the exact other way around, with the Very Nice here in the center, and then we have the one with the Korean. Just a little thing I noticed there, but either way, what I've seen from 17 thus far was, like, it didn't really feel like a specific concept, you know. It's a very big group, which is always, with a very interesting dynamic, and thus far from these 2 songs I've seen, I can't really tell, okay, that is 17, or like, that is their concept right now, you know, like, they don't have a overall concept that I can categorize them in thus far. Maybe I will be able to do that after this, or just generally after I've checked out the majority of the discography. I have added into my list of the many artists who I want to do that for. We're now finally going to be starting that with 17. Like mentioned, Rock With You was half a year ago, something like that, and that's where first time said, yeah, we're definitely going to be doing more, and more is now. So without further ado, let's stop the talking, let's start reacting. First of 4 music videos for today, 17th. Very Nice, Very Nice. Let's check it out. The 3rd most viewed music video overall. No, I'm lying. No, never mind. 3rd one. Yeah, 3rd one. Let's go. Oh, that's an energetic start. Obviously, I won't be clear on any names or so, but this is such a fun, upbeat dance sound. Why is her face familiar though? Oh, whoa! This is such a loud chorus sound. Ooh, the scrutty bass now. One definitely can see though, visually and quality wise, this definitely many years ago. They've definitely stepped up the production. Ooh, I'm thinking this pre-chorus sounds here will go a bit more higher in the vocal delivery. Ooh, but this song is such a mover. Ooh, that delayed drop was cool, but man, this music video is actually kind of funny. The way we did that shot there with her in the window, but man, so much going on here. Taking this shot though. Yo, but again though, she looks so familiar. Oh, and also there was Woozy, right? On the piano. Can I tell Woozy part at least already? It is definitely very fun. It's such a cool vibe. Ooh! I love how the zoom shots on the window though, but okay, I actually love this effect they're doing with the, what even is it? Flower petals bursting out of their chests? Or oh, this is such a hype song. This must go hard live. And she just explodes. I mean, of course. Okay. Yo, I did not anticipate this at all because this was a very, very entertaining music video. Okay, both very entertaining song and music video in the sense of like so much going on at once and just so much happening at once. Again though, she seemed familiar to me. Do I know her? Very nice girl? Who said? Oh, she's a YG. Ah, maybe that's why. She's on the YG or what? Huh? Okay, maybe that's why. You know, maybe due to Blackpink and everything, I may have seen her at some point already. Okay, let's not focus on that though, even though she's obviously a very core factor of this music video. Now, 17's very nice, is, like, so different in sound to both Rock With You and Dar plus Ing. I'm still mad that they're calling it Dar plus Ing and not Dar plus Ling, or, whatever. It's such a very, very upbeat, fun, dancey song, okay? It's such a very, very loud song on top of that. Like, not even loud like in sense of, you know, the volume is loud or anything, but like loud in the sense of it's so much happening at once. Like, your ears are so overwhelmed by the voices, by this very, very loud trumpet set, by some extra bass and drums and everything in the background. There's just so much to basically focus on that you can't even focus on at once, okay? You're like, at first, like, you know, so much is oozing onto your ears at first, but the more you listen to the chorus as the song progresses, the more used you get to it, basically, right? But I was really caught off guard at first at the energy of the song, because that's definitely the best thing about this. I can totally imagine this song like being a lot of fun to watch a live performance of, both with the choreo that was very present in MV, but like generally. Because it just really gets you going, okay? It's a mover, you know. I love to call these type of songs a mover because you just move yourself to it, even if you don't really dance, you know. You still, you know, just feel the beat and tempo. Mentioning the music video though, that's something you can definitely see already, and I think that's always great to see for many groups. This was like mentioned in the middle of 2016, and now going back or like going forward into the future to 2022, the most recent music video we've checked out together. It's such a huge step up in quality. I mean, it generally happened in K-pop, I'd say, right? I think many groups that were very popular and successful at that point already. Don't even know how popular 17. Wait, when did 17 even debut? 2015? Actually, not even sure about that right now. But either way, I think there was generally a big 2015, yeah, a big step up in quality over the years for K-pop production in general. You know, just because companies are able to invest more. But I think the difference now between this music video and the two recent ones we've checked out together, I think it's very clear and very noticeable. And I think that's a great sign of growth. You know. Despite that, though, music video is very fun and entertaining. Like mentioned, really enjoyed this burst effect they did there with the chest. What is it still? I think it's feathers, actually, right? Like feathers you have in like pillows and everything. I think it looks more like that. Song itself, though, like mentioned, such a impeccable energy, but also actually a dance song that doesn't even feel too typical. Like, it really isn't your typical dance song. You know, usually K-pop dance songs tend to more go into the electronic direction. This goes more into a classical instrumental. I mean, classical instrument, but just more instrumental direction, you know. But what I think happened here, well, actually 100% sure. Let me check again before I'm wrong. chorus itself, obviously, like mentioned, like very loud, like mentioned, very repetitive too, you know, because we only have like the very nice the type of lyrics in there, but it's still very fun. But like, I want to see the transition or like the drop. Okay, how was it for the second part? That's very cool, because for the chorus drop, we actually do this little delay where we take out any type of other instrumental and only have the voice, this na 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 na, you know, for the first part. For the second chorus drop, we add another one, and for the third chorus drop, we add another one. So first one delay, then two delays, then three delays. That's really cool. That's a cool detail, you know, for every chorus, the delay gets longer so that when the drop then actually does happen, it feels even more explosive and energetic and, like, just has an even bigger effect than the previous one. That's a very cool, little detail there that I think actually isn't that common, or at least can immediately recognize or remember a song where each drop is different from one another, but then also, like, so smartly done in a way where you can, like, really say, oh, that's what the thought process behind this was, right? First chorus only one, then for the second two and everything, you know. That's really cool. Personal highlight probably though were actually more of the vocal sections. I think the voices still really shine through here, even though obviously the energy and the instrumental of the song is more of the focus and more of the highlighted part of the song overall. But like, I think this was Woozy, name pronunciation song, but I think it was him with the piano here. I can't find it. Where's the piano? That was such a cool visual. Actually, never mind. There it is. Is it Woozy? I think so, right? Yeah, I think that's it. The bridge section was really cool too. Will we then calm down a bit again? You know. Lovely. I really dig the variety of this though, because that's the thing, obviously, right? This part too. Yeah, the voices really still feel very good throughout this, and that obviously is the thing about a huge group like 17, of course. Having so many voices available for the producer obviously just immediately creates a sense of variety, because you just have so many different voices, and basically as a non-regular 17 listener, basically every 5 seconds it feels like you're listening to someone entirely new, because that's probably the case. So that just immediately gives this touch of variety and freshness throughout the entirety of the song. That's very cool to listen to, okay? That's definitely the biggest advantage of these big groups. Not just these cool, huge choruses you can do because of the amount of members, but also because you can always keep every single song much fresher than some other groups may be able to, because you have so many voices available, which then obviously intervenes with the line distribution and everything, but whatever. 17's very nice. It's a very fun song, okay? Impeccable energy. You just absorb it straight away, okay? You're just into it straight away. You like, if you don't move to this, then I don't know what you're doing, okay? Then you must have a really bad day to not immediately, you know, feel the vibe and feel the tempo. We'll obviously have to see how this will feel on re-listens, you know, if this is a song I can totally picture myself like fully listening to, because I'm gonna be honest, I think dance songs usually are the type of genre I don't listen to too often in my free time. Like, there are definitely times or like moments within a week where I like put up a dance song and I actually just, you know, move myself to like, I don't know, to just calm down for a moment and then go for something else again. But these songs or this genre, this type of song is definitely more niche to me, where I definitely have where definitely got to be in the mood for to always feel these loud, especially this song, like mentioned, is very full in the production and in the sound elements chosen, to see if that will really stick with me. But I'm excited for that, just like I'm now excited to go for the second music video. Very nice, was very nice. And the next one is the most viewed 17 music video to date. I think this will actually remain the case for a while. Don't Wanna Cry, released on May 22nd, 2017, sitting at 228 million views. And that is a huge number. That is a really huge number, and also I think more than twice as much as the second most viewed one. So this is a statement, okay? There definitely has to be something about this song that, like, about the music video, maybe that really make this go so big as it did, because it's always the thing about most viewed songs, or like generally very highly viewed songs. You know, there are groups that like maybe don't have generally that high of a general view amount, but like maybe one MV that goes into the hundreds of millions because maybe it was that viral at one point. Let's see what it is for 17 Don't Wanna Cry. I'm excited. Let's check it out. Okay, I can already guess just by these first few audio portions. Very classic summer vibe. That's an unusual, very calm opening. We don't have HD. What was about to say? Sorry. Is it with the green hair? Oh, but very interesting how calm the voices are for the most part. Ooh, I love the cinematography for the MV. It's a very, very classic chorus. It's a very classic chorus. Then a big switch up. You know, because we have very calm sound picture here. Where the chorus then goes really... Oh, the choreo though. The choreo looks stunning. Yeah, but the theme of the delivery throughout this is really more calm. Which is such a huge contrast to the chorus sound itself, but this pre-chorus though. Yeah, this chorus really stands out. Ooh, smooth. Really stands out within its own song because of the contrast of the sound. Ooh, the choreo is dope though. The choreo is really, really cool. Ooh. Such an epic feeling here now. Stunning MV though. I love the way they shot this and edited this. Like very... I don't know, there's such something about it, something so untypical. Ooh. Actually looping the chorus here. Or like letting it fade out instead of, you know... Turn around, wait, you're doing it twice. Really give that ending its ending feel. Okay. This is similar, like not the song itself, but like the situation here I feel is similar to Icon's Love Scenario, okay? Like mentioned, the songs itself are definitely not very identical, but I can immediately after the first listen tell, okay, I see why this got so popular and I see why this has so many views and everything. Because this is like a very, very classic summer anthem, okay? This type of electronic music and the way the chorus is done and everything, it's such a very, very classic essence of like how, well, like, there are so many songs that immediately jumped into my mind, like, not name-wise, because I usually don't listen to these very popular songs, like, by default that much, because I really have started actively listening into, music / K-pop now since 2020, but like all these years beforehand, there were always songs in the charts that had this type of choruses, that had this type of sound. So 17's I Don't Wanna Cry, Don't Wanna Cry is basically their own take on this type of song, and they obviously do a fantastic job at it, okay? Like, the thing is, the chorus itself is nothing new, but the way they build up this chorus by the way they do the rest of the song feels new, or at least feels fresh in comparison to how most things are, because oftentimes it feels like the verses and everything and the build up to it feels more energetic. This time around, like mentioned, we had such a low volumed and calm and somewhat even whispery delivery most of the time, right? There were like 2-3 voices in between in the verses that still had a bit of more empathizers behind them, right? But otherwise, they really sounded quiet, like they were barely even opening their mouth, you know, like something like that, okay? That's like a cool style here they did for the delivery to really make these verses feel so calming in some way, you know, so not even relaxing that much, right? But just generally the sound picture there was way more calmer than the ultimate chorus sound actually ends up being. And that way, doing it that way, obviously makes the chorus really stand out in its own song, okay? By keeping the volume and just everything so calm and quiet in the majority of the song makes this chorus then really, really stand out that way, okay? The chorus itself, like mentioned, it's such a classic summer chorus, okay? This na 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 na, like little lyrics, mostly focused on this bright electronic instrumental, and these are simply these type of instrumentals that get the mass, okay? That's why, like mentioned, I totally understand and see immediately why this got so popular, why this has so many views, because this is just a type of sound that many people love, that many people very enjoy, and it really evokes something within people. I personally can say that this type of electronic sound now is nothing too crazy for me myself, or that like really, you know, really gets me deeply in some way. But again, that doesn't mean, you know, I can't understand why this happens to other people. That's generally something many people need to understand with the music. Just because you don't feel a particular way about something particular doesn't mean that it's bad or that it's useless, or like, you know what, you know, just because you don't really feel it doesn't mean other people can't feel it and therefore it's bad, you know. I totally see why this got so popular. And again, I love the music video. Where did they shoot this still? Like this doesn't look like Korea. Did they shoot it somewhere in America? Like these wide shots and everything, but like we have these wide shots with focus on the group and choreo, but we've also these very atmospheric, somewhat even sentimental and sad scenes with the members individually, where they're like, you know, going through probably depressive state or anything. Problem with these other music videos, I don't have the lyrics and subtitles available straight away to be answered to answer the question, to tell, you know, what a song is about and everything, but the title alone, Don't Wanna Cry, already may suggest that. So it's kind of actually a somewhat empowering and just generally very cheerful feeling than actually. I think that may be what they were going for here, okay? Again, I don't have the lyrics now available. I mean, I could now quickly look them up, but I think even without knowing them, I think that the story they wanted to tell here is exactly why, you know, the verse and everything was so quiet and so calm and everything. It was them basically reflecting with themselves, like, you know, just going into that mental state of, you know, trying to focus, trying to think about life, and then they are able to get that uplifting feeling and basically release themselves from those thoughts, and then have this big, you know, this big feel-good moment, which in this case is the chorus. I think that's what we really wanted to do, and that's why the title is Don't Wanna Cry. So basically the chorus is their own answer to the sad state they're going through, which is why the contrast is so big between the, what means even loud, you know, but the like very more higher volumed instrumental sound for the chorus, and a very calm state from the verses. I think that's definitely the idea behind the song, and that then obviously makes, even though the song itself is more of a common genre, or like a common sound, still gives it at least a cool message and touch and feeling behind it that makes you relate to it. And I think that's also one of those reasons why this type of song may have gone so viral, because that's also the same thing that happened to Love Sonora, right? So many people afterwards, after I had reacted to the song a few months back, or like went through, you know, went online and like checked, okay, why did it got so popular, everything, because like a specific part of the Yauf at that point like really related to the song and its lyric and its melody, and it made it basically their own anthem. And this may be the same case here, you know. Many people may went through a bad time, and then they listen to the song, they can resonate with its message and just really feel it that way, okay? And I myself am going through many dark thoughts several times a week and everything, you know. So I totally see why Don't Wanna Cry has an effect on people and why it can be such a strong song for so many listeners, you know. Again, obviously, maybe I'm totally wrong here, but like, this is now my first interpretation immediately after listening to it for one time, and the fact alone that it gives me such a interpretation, you know, that I can even come up with such an interpretation like that after the first listen, just alone by listening to the song and by the music video, already tells that there was definitely an idea behind it, and that definitely is something deeper to think about it. Okay. One thing I did want to check again though, where did they film it? That's what I wanted to see. Station. In LA, yeah. Southern American. Okay. 17 Don't Wanna Cry. Okay, it's a very classic sound. Okay, but done in their own way and done in a way where it still feels fresh to listen to. I think that's generally a 17 formula here, because like mentioned, having so many members available and such a difference in voices too, it just makes the listen always exciting, because you just have so much to listen to from the members themselves. And I really think they did this type of sound and this type of song in a really good, in a really strong way, with, like mentioned, at least from my interpretation, a strong message behind it. I could, like mentioned, go through the lyrics here quickly, but we already have now, I think, talked long enough about this song. I will go through it myself again afterwards, but even without the lyrics, I get this interpretation from the song and this message from the song, and just getting a message at all from music nowadays, you know, especially in K-pop, that usually always feels more about just being loud and exciting and everything. I think that's a very good thing to achieve. So yeah, 17 Don't Wanna Cry, the most viewed song of 17. Had a lot of fun with it, enjoyed going through it in detail, and we're now moving over to their second most viewed music video overall, which is Clap, released on November 6, 2017, sitting at 105 million views. Let's see what direction Clap now may be going. We had Very Nice, which was a very fun, upbeat, loud dance song, and then Don't Wanna Cry, which was a very classic summer EDM song. Let's see the first one will be like. Let's go. 17. Clap. Still no subtitles. Okay, very humorous intro. Is this part of the song, or just for the MV? How did they all fit in there? Magic. Wait, circus theme? Why did he kick him like that? Why is there a car honking? Okay, what's going on? Okay, I'm into good. Very fun intro. Okay, but I think the song is actually quite short. This riff. 우리 그린 수득도. Oh, that transition was cool. Oh, but now such a full chorus sound though. Very fun, colorful music video though. A lot of creativity in it. I'm digging this vibe a lot. This sound is just very cool to listen to. It's definitely my thing. Boozy! Man, I watched one MV of him, and I can immediately tell him apart in every MV. That's a big statement. This transition is so cool. But I love how they basically have their own production scenery going on here. It's so cool to watch. Like so many details and so much stuff to look at. Whew. Ooh, vocals! Great high note there. I think I didn't point at the high note in one of the earliest songs doing that here again, so. Ooh, the choreo though! Back and vocals here, man. Oh! Dang, that was so much within such a short time. Because given the fact that the intro was like 40 seconds, the song itself is probably at around, like, way less than 3 minutes, okay? But there was still so much happening at this point where, like, can't even immediately tell everything straight away. Oh, 17's clap. Now, there was definitely something more into my, preference direction sound-wise, right? Like mentioned, we had this very funky upbeat dance song first, and then this very classic EDM summer song second, and now we have a very rock-influenced fun song with a lot of tempo switches in between with a very full chorus sound, because that's definitely the thing we saw for both Very Nice and Don't Wanna Cry, that we only had like little lyrics and the focus was majoritarily on the instrumental within the chorus. This time around we have such a very lengthy first half and then do more of that in a second section, which really worked well for me. Okay, so yeah, after this very fun, humorous intro that already kind of sets the tone for the MV, which was like mentioned, very fun and entertaining, we kick in, and the way this riff kicks in here is, the way this riff kicks in here is just, that's just so good. Okay, that's where I immediately knew, all right, this one's for me. Hits strongly, okay? And I can again just say 17 has a lot of great voices assembled within their squad, and it just again, that's really the big thing about this group, or just generally like these very big groups. I think I've had the same feeling for Luna and the few songs I've taken out from them. Like, I'm generally more of a fan of more smaller groups, because that way I can actually get a large focus on each member majority for each song, but just the advantage of having so many members in your group, like mentioned, you have so many voices to use, and it just feels very exciting to listen to, because you just have so much happening and so many different vocals to listen to throughout the entirety of the song, which, like mentioned, in this case is less than 3 minutes long, so it's boom, okay, voice after voice after voice, and it is just a very exciting listening experience. Again, the MV was very fun, okay? Like, you can't even categorize this MV, like, the concept of it. It kind of felt like them just producing several different things throughout this stuff, you know? Like, they were producing their own type of show or anything. I literally can't even tell what the exact idea behind it is. It was just that entertaining and so much happening at once, okay? But yeah, the song itself has the rock vibes, has just a great tempo switching all around, you know? Like, it wasn't ultimately fast like the first song, or like majoritarily slow like the second one. Really has a good mixture of both things, and just a very good feeling and aura. This pre-chorus transition though, this dim and then going in there and having this very now fast-paced background instrument going, this you know, like it's basically running, you know. Really increase the energy. But the voice remains actually more calm, right? The instrumental goes hype and everything, but like he is still more in a slower vocal delivery, or just not just as fast and everything. That's such a cool contrast here. And then the drop itself. Very cool. We have this little effect where the lyric is already starting, and then boom, we go fully into it. That's a very cool drop in transition. That's what I meant, you know? the first two songs had a very, in that way, empty choruses in terms of lyrics, you know, was a majority focused on the instrumental, while the instrumental itself is still very prominent and forward. We now have a very cool melody within the first of the chorus. It's just very fun to sing and just go along with. Na 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 na. Na, 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 na. That's very cool. That's such a cool and engageable melody right there. Then the second one is totally different here. Then back to it. Ooh, cha 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 cha. Cha cha cha. Ooh, cha cha. That's so fun. That's so fun. His voice is also rocking. Like mentioned, so much cool variety within the group. Again though, I definitely gotta say about Woozi, I was at one point thinking I was able to teleport Hoshi too, but I think I, like mentioned, listened to Woozi's song and his watch has been now a lot since I've reacted to it back then. I think I've watched Hoshi a few times afterwards, which is not as much as Woozi, but that's a cool thing, right? Group is 30 members and everything, but I had to watch only one of his MVs and listen to one of the songs once, and I'm able to tell them apart afterwards in all the group MVs. That's good individuality right there. That's like a great sign to see, oh man, this guy has an aura about himself, or maybe I'm just good at actually remembering faces for once. But either way, pre-chorus I mentioned, very cool. The way we increase the tempo here. These short 1.5 seconds of waiting here, and you know, the lane you dropped it way is so cool. And that is just so fun to do. Cha 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 cha. Very fun. Cha cha cha. Ooh, cha 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 cha. Choreo goes hard again. Then here this little instrumental interlude between chorus and bridge. I was actually first thinking this is supposed to be the bridge and we don't have a vocal section there before we go into the chorus again, but we then do. Kagan with such a great voice here. I'm not sure about the name like mentioned, but fantastic high note, and then we add the background vocals and everything. Awesome. I do gotta say though, I'll talk about it in a moment because I'm actually feeling this chorus, man. Definitely my favorite of today thus far. Clap is definitely my lane. But like mentioned, I'm not sure about his name right now, but he vocally and voice-wise actually reminds me a bit of Bacon. And that's funny because literally just think 1 week ago or so, on Friday last week, we reacted to Got 7 members, and there I think it was Jungjaeon, the magnet of the group, where it also said the same thing, was like, hey, his voice a bit reminds me of Bacon from the tone and the way it just leaves his mouth basically, right? It's hard to explain what exactly I mean, but it's just something about his voice actually reminds me a bit of Bacon. The background vocals especially. Yeah. Definitely reminds me a bit of Bacon. Definitely a little bit. But yeah, he sounds amazing. The background vocals very cool too. It really made such for a, like you can see here, such a explosive finale to the song right there. The song itself, like mentioned, I actually want to check. How long is the song like in just full audio? Because like mentioned, it's hard to tell with that very long intro there at the beginning that I still can't fully categorize what it was supposed to achieve. It was funny though, so I guess that's one thing. But 17's clap goes 2:47, which is very short, you know, like you know, closer to, or nearly closer to 2.5 minutes instead of 3 minutes and everything. So despite the song being so short, it's such a fun trip, okay? Such an exciting trip all the way through. The instrumental is extremely fun to listen to. The chorus is very cool. The transition from the drop is very fun as well. And then the way we actually have more fullness within the majority of the chorus this time around, instead of just having that very classic instrumental focus in the chorus, is very fun as well. Fantastic high note and bridge at the end too. 17's clap, I think, from all the 17 songs we've listened to thus far, which now makes 5, probably my favorite. 17's clap is absolutely my thing. That was very fun and entertaining. I had a lot of fun with this one. But we're not done yet. We still have one more to go through. That is actually the most recent song on this list, which also kind of makes me scared already that I may have to edit this video because it's under hype now, because this one is actually very, very recent, like not even 2 years ago, to be exact, released back on June 22nd, 2020, sitting on 96 million views left and right. So, let's get it together one more time and close out this catching up on video and style. The 4th most viewed 17 music video. Yeah, 4th most viewed 17 music video as of now, left and right. Let's check it out. Okay, that's already so simple, but the way they just... Oh! Ooh, such a fun vibe. Ooh! Ooh, I'm digging this beat though. This little soft element we put in there, this boot. Ooh! Great lengthy pre-chorus. Give me that drop. Ooh! Okay, that's funny. One is running forward and they're less like... Ooh! Hey, Boozy! This video is a lot of fun. Ooh, this beat though. You want to mean just one sound here? At least you can't tell what it is exactly, but man, the flow in this. Then this excellent pre-chorus, lengthy, tension rising. Ooh, this is so smooth. Such a fun and simple chorus again, lyrically, but we have like lyrics all the way through, you know? This second chorus though, like the second part of it. Right, left and right, left and right. I mean, come on. Are they shooting a... That's just thinking like, man, what are they doing? These two lines here, man. Right, left in, right, left in. I mean, come on. Better CGI than the She-Hulk trailer for sure. Oh, is that actually on the audio? This long fade out here? I hope so, because that is actually very cool style to do. I'm a big fan of like having the beat actually fade out that way instead of just, you know, finishing it up. I just love the way they shot him in space or like shot him in the air. And then just at the skater thing, just look up like. Hey, this is such a music composed this, my man, and Boomsy too. Great stuff, hey. Man. Okay, very cool creative credits here now. But may I have spoken too soon? May I have spoken too soon about clapping my favorite of the day? Like, clap was awesome and everything, but hey, left and right, has such an impeccable vibe, and I honestly gotta say, I think the music video actually adds to it. Usually there are many songs that like when the music video everything's like cool and whatnot, but like I have no interest in like really having or like really feeling the need afterwards to re-listen to it, but I feel or like rewatch it. But like after watching this once, I feel like straight up immediately after this, I'm like, hey, this will hit really cool on audio and everything. But I feel like watching it with the MV, which is increase the experience by so much, because it was such an impeccable energy. Like the way the boys performed this, in the way we have this very humorous stuff in there, that was so freaking cool. Okay, it was like so fun. Okay, the music video is just so entertaining. I think that's generally something I can really tell. At least for, like mentioned, Don't Wanna Cry was a bit more about the atmosphere, and like mentioned, more about trying to present the emotions and everything. But all other three MVs were really more entertaining and more into the fun direction, and that's not actually something I could technically categorize 17 into, now that I've listened or watched 6 of the music videos, 2 being a bit more softer and calm, while one was a bit more like both Dar plus Ing and Don't Wanna Cry were a bit more sentimental, a bit more calm, a bit more focused on the emotional side, while Rock With You was more of a, can you call it rock ballad? It definitely went into, it's still more softer direction, but also not too soft or anything. But now Left and Right, Clap, and Very Nice are all 3 such vibe songs. Okay, they're really fitting for a specific mood you're into. I think that will definitely be the case. I think all of these 3 songs, I mean, generally the thing with music, right? I feel like these 3 songs especially will hit very differently, much better when you're really in the mood for them, when you're really into that move yourself, have fun type of vibe at that point. Left and Right now is such a, it's also this type of move song, but actually much more chiller, because both Clap and Very Nice had a very strong and loud instrumental, or like at least sound concept itself, and layerment in the beat and production all the way through, while Left and Right actually is more calmer state for the verses, and I love the sound in there. Again, I'm not sure what this sound effect is they did there with it, but it's such a cool, nice touch of the otherwise more calmer, more string-based verse picture. But like the flow goes hard and everything, but like the beat itself isn't even that strong. Like the bass obviously goes very classic hip hop direction, whatnot, but the rest of it is more softer guitar. It really makes for such a cool, vibey, summery feeling. Okay, it makes sense that it was released in June. Here? Their voices obviously sound sick. It's such a, like, it's actually, it's so hard to categorize. It's in some way like very fun hip-hop influence, but also, like mentioned, more of a summery, upbeat type of influence in there. It's really hard to actually like categorize it one specific genre, but this verse picture is so cool. I don't know why. The flow in there and the way the beat was mixed and everything, it's so fun to listen to, okay? But then the rest of the song, okay? Like the verses, like that's the only thing, right? Verses usually, if they're awesome, if they're highlights, if they are everything, and you know what, then it's cool, then it's a good bonus. But ultimately, we all know that the key parts of a song are the pre-chorus, chorus, and bridge, which is why I'm always mad when a bridge is not included within the song, because I'm like, yo, it's one of the most important things of the song for me. The pre-chorus and chorus in this are so damn cool, okay? We have like this drowned out bass here, where the bass is like very prominent and like very active and everything, but it's like not in the forefront of the instrumental right here, it's like still more in the back, which like gives it more of a anticipation feeling, right? You feel the bass there, you feel the tempo, but it's not the forefront. They won't focus it right now. And the drums kicking in. The beat, the way the bass now, you really hear it like crawling from behind now and like sprinting into the forefront for that drop. And he like mentioned this part is also so funny, the way he runs forward and everybody else who stands up and is like, It's a very entertaining video, okay? They have like very cool energy to themselves, and that's not like mentioned, given now that 3 songs today they were more into that direction. I can now definitely categorize 17, at least from those, from what I've seen now, definitely more into a fun and entertaining group. Yeah, that concept wise and like especially dance wise and everything, really try to go for a very engageable energy that really tries to just give you a good time. Okay, that's what that are the major vibes I'm getting from them after this catching up on here today. Like the pre-chorus, it's the length you want to, right? It's not just one section or we have a like first a more genre build-up, but then we get faster and faster before we actually get to the drop. Excellent pre-chorus, and then the chorus drop itself. The way we have like a short drown out of everything and just have that one line there in the forefront is really cool, you know. And then yeah, it goes like, and then left hand, right, left hand, right, left hand, right. It's obviously very simple and very repetitive in that sense, but like that's the difference to now the first 2 choruses from the like mentioned. There we also have lyrics and mostly repetitive ones, but here it's non-stop. Here it doesn't stop. You know, lyrics are always there. You know, there isn't like lyrics first and then instrumental focus and the lyrics again. It's lyrics still. You know, and it's obviously very simple on top of that, left and right. Everybody can say that, and it's such in a delivered in a manner too where you can also always do it. Left and right, 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 rip it. This first half is just, it's just simplicity done right, okay? It's just simplicity done right. This is the type of catchy chorus that you want. Like, I can already picture myself, I've worked in like 10 hours or so, I will get to work, and at random points, when I'm sitting in front of the shelf, like standing in front of the shelf, trying to figure out where something stands, I got the stuff in my hand, I'm like, left hand, right, left hand, right. It's like, man, this will probably be melted into my brain, or like probably is already. It's such a simple but addicting melody and just flow here that everybody can do, and it's just so simple and fun. Left hand, right, left hand, right, left hand, right, rip it, left hand, right. It's such a simple, fun chorus, okay? And like mentioned, also kind of takes down the tempo again, because the verse is like mentioned actually, and especially the way the pre-chorus was done, is actually like, you would expect a very explosive, loud, full chorus here now, after the way the pre-chorus builds itself up, but no, go down again in the tempo and just do left hand, right, left hand, right. It's so fun. Man, this might be one of the most fun choruses I've listened to or reacted to on this channel. It's such an impeccable energy and such a, like mentioned, especially with the music video on top of it, where they have like these very cool fun endings with it. It's so fun and entertaining. This first chorus here is so freaking fun. It's so cool. Left hand, right, left hand, right, left hand, right, rip it, left hand, right, left hand, right, left hand, right, rip it, but now! Yeah, we actually did it for clap too. It's actually very similar down here like we did it for clap. We have one bass line that we did there, repeat it. You know, like generally a chorus usually features 4 sections, at least, or like one section of a chorus has like 2 lines, or like 2 times 5 seconds or something like that, and then the second 2. You know, that's usually how we do it. And for both the clap and left and right chorus, we do the first and second part of the first section identically. We just repeat it, and then have the third part be something entirely different, entirely own new melody, and then do the fourth one again like we had it before, you know? That's what we did for both clap and left and right. And it just hits really good, because that obviously makes that one specific part within the chorus stand out a lot, because the rest is just the same, but also still makes the other stuff, which like is very catchy, still so much included within the chorus, which makes every single chorus listen so damn fun. But these 2 lines here, okay? These 2 lines here, they just sound so good. Wait. Just now saw it. What is my man wearing? Is my man wearing a freaking toy car suit? Like with toy cars on it? I mean, I respect it. That look is actually a perfect or like a perfect resemblance of the vibe of this. It's a bit random, but also just kind of has a very cool touch to it. I think this suit right there actually like totally resembles the vibes of the song. A bit random, a bit like weird, but in some way just also so fun and cool. But these two lines sound so good. Left and right, left and right, left and right, rip it. It's so cool. It's so freaking cool. Now here's a little switched up sound section for the second verse entry. Back to this picture. Hey, this is seriously. This is one of the funnest songs I've listened to on this channel. Definitely. He sounds so freaking great though, man. I gotta learn the name so I can credit and positively point out the voices by member. Or like say, hey, member, sounds so great here. Just left and right, left and right, left and right. Rip it, left and right. Yeah, I actually spoke too soon. I still love clap, but this maybe this MV is so fun. It's insane. This is one of the coolest vibes from any K-pop song I've reacted to thus far. But then this calm, lovely vibe here now in this part of the bridge. Then immediate tempo increase that you don't expect at first. That part of the bridge was so damn good. This MV, man, it's cracking me up so much. And he's filming it. I didn't even see it at first. Yo, this is one of the best summer K-pop songs I've listened to. 100%. Left and right, left and right, left and right, rip it. Then this outro section here, and this is like mentioned where I'm really interested to see if they actually have this audio fade out in actual audio. That would be so cool, because it's such a rare thing. Like I thought for a second I can hear the church bells, but no. It's a very rare thing I see in K-pop. Like we obviously still have songs and everything where the beat and everything runs out, but we very rarely have songs where the song or the audio ends by like decreasing and letting the volume fade out. Like there's a difference between just having a additional 5 to 10 seconds of beat instrumental that then just stops, or actually just keeping the instrumental the way it always is, but then just slowly getting quiet and then boom, it ends. Okay, 17 left and right. Did I really just have to look at the title? Am I dumb? I really gotta see it here. Is it really hard? It would be so cool. It actually is. That's like actually the icing on the cake. It's literally the cherry on top of the cake. It literally... Hell yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, correct. 17's left and right. Like, literally on first listen, first watch and everything. Probably one of the coolest experiences and music videos I've had the pleasure to react and review. These are the type of songs that like make this channel so fun. Because I repeated many times, I'm doing this as a hobby. I don't earn any money with it, or like at least I'm not at a point yet where I like have such a huge Patreon following or anything where I like actually make money with this, right? It's really more of a fun side thing for me to do simply because I found such a passion and love for K-pop and reacting to its music. And 17's left and there's definitely something going on there. I think it's somebody with a leaf blower or anything, but like I'm getting distracted. 17's left and right, okay? Is one of these K-pop releases that have such an impeccable energy, a music video with such a fun and engageable vibe that just fulfill me so much. I just watch and listen to this song, like watch the MV and listen to the song, and I just can't help but smile and feel happy about it. It's just that fun, it's just that cool, it just has that type of energy and delivery to it that just, it makes it so impeccable and so addicting in some way, you know, because like mentioned, the chorus is so simple but so fun. I can totally picture myself already being at work and doing those exact words, left and right, left and right, left and right, rip it, rip it. It's so simple, but it's so cool, it's so fun, but also features him member so well, because again, as silly as the choreo is, it's such a fun and cool choreo to do. We have great flow within the verses, but we also have fantastic vocal showcase, especially from, I think it's the same one that I like mentioned, Satin claps on a bit like bacon here in the bridge. It just sounds incredible, you know? What was it here? This one line right there are these type of lines that you look forward to in every single song. This line right there is just so greatly delivered. And this doesn't even end in a high note, you know, but like this one line here, like this vocal part here, it's one of those moments in a song, and bridge especially, which I mentioned is why I think bridges are so important. It can make a song always exciting to listen to again, because like, hey, 2 minutes and 26 seconds all building up to this one point again, we're like, oh, that was so satisfying right there, and oh my god, I'm so excited to listen to the song right now up again, because then I can again listen to this part in a few moments. Excellent. Incredible. Passionate ceremony. I think that's also, we first had the suit metaphor here, now we can use the passionate ceremony line as well as a metaphor to describe this song and the feeling that it's giving me, because it really invokes that passionate feeling that I have for K-pop. It's one of those K-pop songs and releases that really remind me again, hey, getting into this wide ocean of releases and everything, and getting into it and starting this channel to find these type of songs, it's worth it. Or it was a great decision to do, because that way I am able to find these type of songs and now go ahead and enjoy them in a very long fashion, because I can already picture this being a type of loop song for me that I can just listen to 10 times in a row, 20 times in a row without getting bored by it at all. And it will probably very soon be very high in my Spotify rankings, everything, at least for the past 4 weeks or something like that. But anyway, we've already reached the 1 hour mark, which usually means, especially when it's catching up on where it's only 4 MBs, that I was very entertained and had so much positive things to say, and that is exactly the case here. Again, very nice, was very entertaining and very fun, but probably just not my ultimate vibe where I'm like, hey, I can probably listen to this, it's a cool playlist edition and everything, but it's not the type of song I can picture myself listening to, or like specifically go ahead to on Spotify and say, hey, I've just got home from work, this is the song I need to listen to right now. Don't Want to Cry, like mentioned, I totally see why it's so popular and why it got so popular and everything, but it's still probably just not one of my favorite genres either. It's also more of a playlist edition for me, where Clap actually definitely went more into my direction. I actually thought already, okay, this would definitely be my favorite of the day, but Left and Right definitely captured me. Its vibe, its delivery, its chorus, its bridge and everything. Totally my thing. A 10 out of 10 song. Exactly like fitting for me. It just has all the great things in there that I enjoyed and love so much about K-pop. The MV is an absolute entertaining, fun joyride as well. Today's catching up on 17 ahead of Friday was insane much fun. I had so much fun with it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions. If you did, gladly leave a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on today's catching up on 17? What was your favorite song we've reacted to? Tell me all your thoughts about it down below in the comments, and which is your favorite part, and do you agree with my views and opinions, everything? Tell me all about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well, or support my Patreon, or leave I think it's enabled now, a super thanks here on YouTube. It would help me a lot. And yeah, we are less than 2 days away of 17's news release. We'll be definitely checking out the hot music video, and then obviously hype copyright wise is always difficult, but I will try my best, and also reacting to, I think it's the 4th or 3rd? I think it's the 4th full album, which actually I think only 7 new B-sides and everything, you know, but I'm definitely aiming to check that out as well, making my first 17 album reaction. I'm looking forward to that. And then other than that, we have a lot of other great K-pop content and reactions coming up, so for whatever content may be interested for the content more tune in for. I'll see you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, everyone, happy. Have a great time. Have a great remainder of the week, and see you on Friday for 17's upcoming comeback with the news, music video hot, and then the album reaction. Something else I want to say? I think other than that, thank you so much for watching.